She was madly in love with her ex-husband, who had only separated from her because he had gotten his mistress pregnant. Olivia knew her husband was cheating on her, but it seemed like some sort of game to him. Could he still attract women younger than his wife, or had he already aged? Olivia was deeply hurt by his infidelity. She confronted him, causing numerous arguments, but they always ended in tears. They divorced shortly thereafter. It's scary to imagine how lonely Olivia would be without him. The loneliness was so strong that she felt like she was climbing the walls, desperate for the warmth and affection of her beloved ex-husband. It had to be said that Olivia was an incredibly attractive woman. Nature had gifted her with a very beautiful body. She could have easily found another man just by walking down the street in a low-cut t-shirt, but she needed more than just someone. She needed her ex-husband. She couldn't stop thinking about the nights they'd spent together in the bed where she now lay. Her thoughts were consumed with memories of him, and her body, heated and sweaty with desire, finally drifted into sleep. In her dream, Olivia imagined her ex-husband Ryan coming to her while she slept and giving her what she craved. As it turned out, the dream was prophetic, though she didn't realize it right away. The next morning, she woke up as usual. She was on an unnecessary vacation, and this free time was making her obsess over Ryan even more. If she had been working, perhaps her thoughts wouldn't have swirled so much, but instead, there was nothing left for her to do but sleep, and even then, he was invading her dreams, doing all the things they had once enjoyed together. The day passed quickly, and soon it was night again. That fateful night, Olivia went to bed, as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened, wearing only a long t-shirt. Her ex-husband was keeping her awake again, and she silently wished for a miracle. As she fell asleep, she imagined him again. Dreams and reality often mixed, and Olivia didn't immediately realize that this time it wasn't just a dream. Ryan still had the spare key to the apartment. He'd promised to return it after their breakup, but it had been months and he still hadn't returned. In her dream, Olivia heard the key turning in the lock. She imagined Ryan quietly taking off his shoes, trying not to wake her. In her dream, he entered her bedroom and began to undress. She heard his clothes fall to the floor. Then she felt his rough hand sliding up her leg, higher and higher. Soon, what she had longed for began, and it lasted almost an hour. Everything was as it had been before. It even ended the way she'd always liked it to end. In her opinion, it was the best dream of her life. When Olivia finally woke up, she was shocked to find Ryan actually lying next to her. What she thought was a dream had been real all along. The wonderful feelings she had experienced were not a fantasy. Exhausted and happy, Olivia pressed herself against him, thinking that all the bad things in her life were over. But to her surprise, everything that had happened during the night started all over again. Ryan woke up, turned to her, and told Olivia that he was back for good. They made love again, and all the desires of the past year returned in full force. Olivia didn't bother to ask why he was back, or what had happened to the young girl he'd left her for. She didn't really care. She just loved him with all her heart, and that was all that mattered. From that moment on, Ryan had been faithful to her, devoting all of his energy and attention to making her happy. They fell in love all over again and soon remarried. Now Olivia is living a life full of happiness with her ex-husband, who is now her husband again. That's the story they have. Don't forget to subscribe leave likes, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support will help more people recognize stories like this one.